Hello and welcome back to episode 20 of Death Stranding. I'm Vic and you're watching yet another Let's Play channel. So as promised, there's been a bit of a time skip and some things have changed. First of all, as you can see, I've got myself a bike, and not just any bike. I've got a cargo hauler bike. And this thing it's my new favorite thing. No, just get on it. There. It will hold eight extra large containers, I think. It feels a little bouncy compared to the regular one, as we might see in a minute. But I can move so much cargo now, and it is great. I previously called this a walking simulator. I've decided that it's more like a hoarding simulator. And by way of showing off,
you'll need to take it to the distro center south of Lake Knot City. If these autonomous delivery bots prove reliable, they could revolutionize our supplies distribution network. A lot's riding on this, so be careful out there.
By way of showing off all the progress I've made, which you're now getting a hint of looking at that map, we're going to take on this next story delivery. Yep, good. Put it on my bike. Hell yeah.
Order assigned.
So yeah, as you might expect, I'm now 5 stars with everyone I've met, I think. With the exception of the guy who sent an email requesting a pizza. He seems to have some kind of quest line going on with him. So we're just gonna have to continue that as he sees fit to request more pizza. And yes, in case you hadn't already figured it out, I built some roads. I actually built a lot of roads. I have gathered and invested several tens of thousands of metals and ceramics into this shiny new roads network. And as I was doing that, I also learned that I have to spend chiralium to repair stuff. And it costs a lot of chiralium to repair things, which means I had to solve the problem of how to get a lot of chiralium. And so the obvious answer is fight the big scary BTs that pop up when you get caught. So that's what I do now. I put away all of the stuff that I don't want to lose, and I go find some place where I know there's good BTs, and I get their attention and I let them catch me, and then I chuck so many grenades at the big boy. And I found a really big boy, which makes it more efficient, but it was also a little scary because I was not prepared to need to chuck that many grenades at him. Fortunately, my very last grenade did it. And I think what I'm starting to learn now is that they really intended this to be an area where you take advantage of the social strand system. Because it takes a lot of work to gather all those resources to build these roads. I don't mind, because gathering those resources and building those roads is traversing rough terrain. Who's doing that? I've got a friggin' road. Doing that stuff really scratches my hoarder itch. And so I happily did it for hours and hours. And I'm going to continue doing it for more hours and hours, because here's where the road runs out. And I've never been here before. The best part, though, is that the mules, I'm not sure if they're actually providing the stuff that I need or if it's just happenstance. But when they respawn, they have huge piles of metals and or ceramics, and it's perfect. So that's what I do, is I just steal stuff from the mules over and over and over again. And now that I have this awesome bike, I don't even care about their stupid trucks anymore. Easiest delivery in a long time.
You're Sam Porter then? Been expecting you. We were told you'd help with the vault testing too. But before we get to that, let's see how she's doing.
She is in perfect condition.
Pretty as a picture.
That's right.
Got nothing bad to say.
Well, you're probably just not trying very hard then. Not bad. I gotta say, the port city, the lake city, whatever the hell it's called, those guys are hard to please. I had already 5-starred everyone else by the time I finally made them happy. Oh my god, and I made them happy by bringing them a shipment from the movie director or something. Transporter. And he wanted me to carry 40 medium containers with a time limit.
These bots aren't designed to operate outside the network surface area.
40.
So let's get the distro center linked up already.
And I can only cram 16 containers onto myself and my bike with my current setup. So it took me 3 trips. It took me 25 minutes. But at least that finally made the lake people happy, so I guess it was worth it. Oh, and that guy was so far out of the way that I couldn't use the road for 2/3 of the route, of course. And so we're moving out of the pixelated region now. That's nice. Awesome.
And there it is. I'll start prepping for the tests. You sit tight and wait for HQ to ring.
I'm not very good at sitting tight or otherwise.
Much obliged, Sam. Now the bots can enter the final phase of testing. I designed them myself, you know. My hope is that they'll lighten the load a little bit. Unlike human porters, if one goes down, it won't cause a void out. Before the Death Stranding, scientists used to fret over the singularity, the possibility that someone might create an AI smarter than any human. But it never happened.
And it may never happen.
Machines don't cause void outs. They can't die. They don't have beaches. No matter how far they come, machines will never understand death like we do. And because of that, they'll never truly surpass us. Get on the delivery terminal. I'll walk you through how to use the bots. And don't worry, I'll keep an eye on things from over here.
Oh good, I don't have to wait for HQ to ring.
These are simple, run-of-the-mill orders only. Take a look at what's available.
So they can't even just take on generic standard orders.
Cargo
They get...
transported by a bot is liable to get a little roughed up if the road's poor. On the flip side, a bot traveling on a well-maintained road is more likely to deliver cargo in better shape. Also faster, in case it wasn't obvious. Keep that in mind when sending them out.
Off you go then. Look at them legs. Love it. Can I go chase them? Will they actually walk the road, or is it just like a thing that happens in the background?
Now we wait for the delivery bot to reach its destination. As of today, there's just one, but If the test succeeds, we'll move ahead with mass production. Then you'll be able to dispatch them yourself. Oh, seems I misspoke. We managed to slap together another delivery bot for field testing. You can decide how to use this one. Sorry, baby's fussing again. Thanks, Sam. We'll talk later.
Good work, Sam. These autonomous delivery bots will benefit everyone, from folks in cities and way stations to preppers out in the back and beyond. But you must be exhausted. Why not take a break? I bet your BB could probably use one too. Head for the private room. Go on.
I don't need a break. I'm only 10 minutes into the episode. Check out those shiny ass legs. That's another thing that I picked up from making friends with the preppers. Those are level 3 power skeleton legs, and they increase my carry capacity to 350 kilograms. Also, they're shiny. They're kind of reminiscent of the geckos, I think they were, from Metal Gear Solid 4. Uh-oh. This doesn't look like a dream. It has the aspect of a dream. Oh, alright then. Ooh, fragile. I didn't think we were that close. It's polite to knock, Sam.
Sorry, didn't mean to startle you. You were sleeping when I dropped by. Thanks for the shower.
Right. Look, I gotta ask. I've been hearing things about you.
She's in bed with terrorists. Don't trust her. She's just another dumbass Higgs fucked over. She's a goddamn hero, that woman. Tell me, Sam, what does America mean to you? Way my dad made it sound, we were something special. The glue that held it all together. More than a nation. A symbol of freedom and hope. We could bring it all back if we kept on making deliveries and connecting people. He was sure of it. I was a wreck after he died. That's when Higgs made his pitch. Together, we can run packages from sea to shining sea. Back then, he had a monopoly west of here. We both stood to gain a lot from a partnership. Business was pretty good at first. But then, a year ago, when those fanatics started stirring up trouble, fuckers hijacked our system. Somehow, they got a hold of our security passes and used them to sneak into cities. And just like that, we're delivering guns and bombs instead of medicine, and I didn't even know. We were just cogs in a terrorist machine. Higgs was behind it all. And on top of that, he got his hands on an old-school nuke that I ended up carrying right into Middle Knot City.
You telling me that?
Yeah. It was me. I blew it up. Could have been different if I wasn't so fucking blind. So I did everything in my power to stop South Knot City from getting destroyed. I tried to get the nuke out of the sea. But Higgs was one step ahead. He took his pound of flesh and then some. Some wounds. They don't heal. Whatever time I've got left, the rain took. So there you have it. Everything's true. Except for all the lies. I don't give a damn about bridges or putting America back together. But I'm not about to let Higgs and some terrorists take my father's legacy and shit all over it. That's why I came to you. So, trust me now? I'll be there for you, Sam. All you have to do is call.
So why didn't she just bip it out? I think I have some new figures over here. Oh, look at that. It's a little fragile and a little laden bike. I see we have some new emails. Perhaps one of them includes an interesting new mission. Probably not. They usually don't. Oh, here we go. Track down a chip with a weird symbol on it. Hey Sam, how's every little thing? I've got a favor to ask if you can spare the time. One of the porters we work with spotted something strange out by the crater lake near South Knot City. Said it looked like some kind of chip, you know, for data storage. Had a V symbol carved into it, too. Don't know about you, but no one around here's ever heard of one like that. Porter who found it was fixing to bring it back here for analysis, but got jumped by mules. He managed to make it out alive, just barely, but lost the chip. It'll be a while yet before he's back on his feet, so we can't ask him to go get it, which is where you come in, Sam. This isn't urgent or anything, but if you could fit it into your schedule somehow, I'd be grateful. Head to the distribution center south of Lake Knot City to accept the order and make it official. Yeah, so that's here, and we'll get to that at some point. Let's, I think maybe... I figured out that in order to produce EX number 2 grenades, you have to actually eat some cryptobiotes, which is a little inconvenient because since I'm carrying around all these blood bags, I rarely need to top off my health. So I'm gonna have to work on that a little bit. In case we hadn't talked about it before, I think I do know what the EX grenades do now. EX number 0, I think, just does a little bit of damage. They're basically useless as far as I'm concerned. Number 1 repels BTs, and number 2 is bait. I don't think I've seen this one before. And I really want the bait ones so that I can convince those guys to pile up so that I can grenade them all at once and be a little more efficient.
Hey Sam, those new sites you've brought into the network have helped us to restore more of our archives. Unfortunately, I still haven't managed to dig up anything about the BB's origins. And I'm completely locked out of BB-28's service record. If I could at least access that, I might be able to tell you why you've been experiencing those strange episodes. Well, I'll keep at it. You do the same.
Sam, check the terminal for available orders.
Yarp. Where are we going next?
Higgs set Fragile up.
Eavesdropping again?
It's all in your cuff logs. And with the aid of the Chiral Network, we were able to restore Middle Knot City's regional archives. The records corroborate her story.
Don't need you to tell me what's true and what ain't. I could hear it in her voice. Son of a bitch fucked her over good.
No reservations about working with her then, I hope.
Good news, Sam. The bot you sent out made it to its destination.
I wanted to
That's
chase
a
it.
Success. Got another one prepped for you to use. Thank you with my thanks.
So how many do I actually have access to now?
One more thing, Sam. A new delivery type has been added to the terminal. Your hard work's getting noticed. Because of that, there's been some talk of offering a premium service. Now, it might seem like a hassle to willingly take on extra restrictions, but if you succeed, you'll boost your rep even more. So, if someone asks you to deliver within a time limit, you could counter it by setting the limit even lower, thereby earning yourself a better evaluation if successful. Now, if you're feeling up for a challenge, give it a try.
Well, that's cute. How do I know how many bots I have available? I don't see a bots dispatched 0 out of 1, so I only have one bot. I don't really care. So go do the one that gets the most likes. Off you go. We don't really need to watch that again. And now, what do we got here? Oh, okay. So they draw from the same pool. That's good to know. I did not think that was going to be so close. Alright, let's do that. Memory chip. Let's make 2 new boots. Then we can get rid of all of our old boots. Yes, we will take the cool bike. Put them on and boot clip. I don't really want to head out because I need to recycle stuff. That is a thing that I'm not super pleased with. I get booted out of the menu before I really want to, fairly regularly. It's not like it's a big deal or anything, but it is slightly annoying. Yep. You're welcome, President Mom. Okay, I think we're good.
Thank you for your contribution.
So let's go see if we can get ourselves a V chip, which is unrelated to a V card, FYI. Once you lose that V card, ain't nobody can retrieve it for you. I see a bridge over there. Do you see a bridge? Oh, that's a longer walk than I thought it was going to be. And look at this terrain. Maybe I didn't want to take this on just yet.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Maybe I should have done this one on foot. Somebody is requesting a climbing anchor. Oh, this is a problem. What? Really? Oh, okay. Well, I guess except for the terrain, not such a big deal. I'm pretty sure that I'm not playing the game quote-unquote correctly. I don't think I'm meant to treat the bike as an off-road vehicle. Now, am I carrying any climbing anchors? Yes, I am. Alrighty. Well, in between episodes, I actually threw myself off a cliff once. For some reason, when I deployed a climbing anchor, he wasn't immediately holding the rope, although I expected him to be. And so I leaped off a cliff thinking that I was going to rappel down, and instead just fell down, which was not ideal. What is that? I don't really care about that right now. I'm gonna appease the film director later. But why don't we go scout out this mule territory? I have a feeling I'm going to be building some bridges to make my motorcycling around a little easier. How cool would it be if I got like a jump ramp? So there's a mule base. It looks fairly large. That's cool. And then there's some kind of prepper over there, I think. Wait. Oh, okay, that's the film director. Nice. It turns out that some of these cracks in the ground are full of what the game calls VOG, which is poison gas. And as soon as you go into it, it starts depleting your consciousness gauge, just like getting attacked by... Yeah, that was my bad. Just like getting attacked by the mule's zappy sticks. And I don't know what happens when it runs out. Seems like probably not good. Alright. I should have just used another climbing anchor. On the other hand, cracks filled with VOG are chock full of chiralium, and you don't even have to chuck a bunch of grenades at a big nasty BT to collect it. So, it's definitely a mixed bag. You know what, I'm going to pick that anchor up if I can. Maybe I'll put it where that sign was instead. I think it's going to destroy it. Yeah, it did. Lame. Well, we can go ahead and put one down over there anyway. For the likes. Yeah, the terrain here is not really very bike friendly. Although I've learned that the wheelie is very useful for helping yourself traverse iffy terrain. We're still doing a lot of bouncing and bonking around.
Okay.
How do you like that? Oh, see, this time he grabbed onto it, and last time he grabbed onto it. Now if I'm... There we go. If you're not careful about when you let go of the rope, you make it unavailable from the bottom. Which doesn't make it useless, but it definitely makes it less useful.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. Decontaminating suit. All clear.
So that was easy. Turn that in, and then we'll go on a little journey to the other place. How do you like that memory chip? Somebody wrapped it up in a case and put a tamper seal on it for you.
So you made it. Looks good as new. My hat's off to you.
You can now choose to have your objective marker displayed at all times. Why is that only just now a thing?
Oh yeah, I got something for you. Hope you find a use for it.
A head? Well, I could use some head, to be honest. V's... Oh, it was that V. Okay.
Well, take care of yourself.
Yeah, you too. And also, you as well, because we are all out of time for episode 20. Come back and see me again in episode 21 for the trip to the next city hub thing, it looks like. Talk to you soon.